Hey guys, this is Gene Jensen.
I'm Ryan Lamb.
And today we're doing what we did last month. We're doing an MTB challenge. I'm going to kick his butt today. Okay. He got me pretty good last month. But what Mystery Tackle Box is, it's a subscription-based product, and for $15 a month you can get the basic box, and for an upgrade of $9.99 you can get the MTB Pro. And
get the Pro.
Yeah, you can get the Pro.
Yeah. That's
what I'd say, because we're going to open them up, we're going to show you guys what's in them, and then we're going to go try to kick each other's tail, see who can catch the most fish. All right, so I'm starting off with the, what do they call this, the Ned jig? Ned rig jig? The mushroom finesse jig, basically Ned rig jig. And I put the little crusties on there for the trailer. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of works. Fishing it on a medium light action rod because it's a finesse presentation anyway. So the old Creed GT reel, pretty happy with it. But that's what I'm gonna start off with. That's what I've got the most confidence with. Ryan, what are you fishing? Are you throwing the same thing?
I'm throwing a rage-rigged, real deal shad.
So what a rage-rigged, real deal shad is a belly-weighted swim bait hook, is what it is. Pretty cool. All right, so we're having a fairly rough day today. It's going, except for Ryan, he's catching, he's catching dinks. But it's better than I'm doing. The bite's just really off. This lake's dropped quite a bit over the last week. So, nice fish.
Real deal shad.
1-0. All right, so basically what we're doing is we found all these little bitty fish along these bluff walls. Ryan is trying to fall out of the boat right now. So, but we found them along these bluff walls, but they're just little ones.
The bluff walls?
The bluff walls. We got the bluff walls. Now let me break out my Japanese accent. Okay, we're just slowly working them. Just like that. Whoa! Spotted bass. Okay, lesson. Everybody's always asking how to tell the difference between a spotted bass and a largemouth bass. Let me show you. First of all, spotted bass, most of them will have this little dark patch on their tongue. You see that right there? Little rough dark patch. But if the surefire way of telling is you close their mouth and you see the very back of their jaw right there, that jaw, you run a line straight up towards their eye, and if the jaw does not pass the eye, it's a spotted bass. If it's halfway, if it goes up through the center of the eye, it's a smallmouth, and if it passes the back of the eye, it's a largemouth. That's how you tell the difference. So, spotted bass. I'm gonna keep fishing this little jig. So the way you fish bluff walls is, it's pretty simple. Just throw as close as you can to them, literally up against them, and let it fall straight down on a slack line, and your hope is to catch a shelf. We've got a man-made shelf right here, but your hope is to catch a shelf as it's going down the bluff wall, and the bass will hang out on that shelf, and you drag it literally an inch. I just shake it on the shelf, and then I'll pull it out just until it starts dropping, then drop it to a slack line again, let it hit another shelf, and just work my way down the bluff wall. And I usually use a jig or a Texas rig creature bait or something like that to do that with. What you got?
All right, so continuing this little Ned rig theme, I took a shroom head, and the NetBaits Mad Packa that kind of looks like a brush hog. I just bit it in half, took the arms off.
Made it smaller.
Threaded it on there. And we're gonna keep fishing this along the bluff wall here. I just got bit a second ago.
So anyway, we're on Lake Chickamauga catching dinks, but subscribe anyway. Hit that little button.
All right, so no luck on the Ned rig with the Mad. Oh,
sorry, bud.
Dude.
I was in that brush pile down there.
You're killing me.
Yeah. Okay. And that would be a largemouth. That's 2 for me.
As I was saying,
I rudely interrupted him.
The Bagley, I think they call this like the 04 minnow. I don't know. It looks like a little Rapala original. This is going to be a little more difficult. I mean, I don't know. They're schooling, so I might be able to get one on this, so we'll see. It doesn't cast very far though.
We're gonna work our way a little bit further down this bluff wall. We may end this thing right here, brother. This is awesome.
What do we got? 2 more baits?
Well, I'm gonna catch them all on this. I don't care about the rest of the things in the box.
The challenge is to catch them all on the...
No, we're gonna catch the most fish.
Oh my God.
So break out your little fancy
Wish I had known that, but as I'm trying to sit here and catch fish on different things, and you're crushing them on this little finesse jig, and I'm throwing a real shad on a weighted swim bait hook.
Well, I thought we agreed it was most fish.
When did we ever agree?
Most fish wins. And if I'm going to catch the most fish, it's going to be on something like this. Don't get me wrong, the other stuff in that box is really good, but this just says I'm going to catch a whole lot of fish.
Especially on a bluff wall,
yep.
Racing with current.
Racing with current. We're going to catch dinks all day long. I like this little crusties thing. It looks like a freaking, I don't know, roach, bug, something.
I would love to pay attention to what you're saying, but I'm picking out a backlash right now.
Wow, that's quite the backlash. Better than breaking my rod.
That's because this bait weighs about...
Oh, hold on a second, Ryan.
32nd of an ounce.
Hold on, I forgot. I got something for you. I got something for Ryan.
My floaties?
No, I got something for Ryan. Yes, I do.
Yes. Put it on there.
I got Ryan.
Compliments of Chad Hoover.
Got Ryan some rod floaties. Yep. So that way he won't be dropping my rod in the water anymore.
Hey, always wrap it. Safety first.
All right, so what we're doing is we're fishing a bluff wall. Oops, Ryan's got one, never mind. I was gonna say we're fishing a transition, but he caught one on that dumb little jerkbait. I mean, sorry, that Bagley's jerkbait.
Actually a decent one too.
Really? That's best one so far.
On the floaty rod too.
Nice. That's awesome. Show the camera, we don't want to see your butt. That's awesome, dude. So that was on the little Bagley's jerkbait. And I'm gonna keep fishing this little Ned rig.
All right, so I took this Mad Packer, that's what it's called. And I put it on a little more convenient. It's just a weighted Texas rig. I think that's a 3/16 ounce tungsten weight. Got it on a 3/0 Mustad grip pin EWG hook. There's a lot of little fish on this bluff wall, and I am sick of being tied with jeans, so I'm actually gonna throw something that's practical. I feel like my versatility has already been proven.
He's kind of proved himself.
While you've been throwing your crusties.
I love this thing,
No,
man.
it looks sweet. I agree. It looks sweet.
You seen the handle on this new rod? You can hold it way up here and it balances that rod perfectly on your finger.
I like it.
And you can actually cast it that way too. Last little stretch of this bluff wall and we're gonna have to go get to another one. Awesome, awesome. You got a bite? Yep. Is it a good one? Nope, he done got himself another dink. But we have been dinking it to death today, so I can't complain. For sure.
That big guy. Look at that big guy.
That's awesome.
Coming your way.
I'm getting spanked.
Coming your way.
What's it now? What are you doing that for? Fish abuse.
I wanted him.
All right, so what's the score now?
3-2 our land.
3-2 our land fish. So after fishing all day without a bite, I wasn't feeling trying to catch a fish on every bait in the box. I just went with what I knew could catch fish any fish, little fish, big fish, bluegill, whatever. And I went with the little Ned rig jig. I guess that's what I'm calling it. What are they calling it again, Ryan?
It's
The Shrooms Micro Finesse Jig. Ned rig jig.
All right, so I am throwing the, I think they're calling this thing like the Hunt for Center Live Target Craw Crank. So.
Really, they calling it all that?
It's a long name, dude. It's like 12.5 bucks. It's the most expensive thing in the box.
And the most expensive name in the box?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna see what goes on.
Nice. And I'm gonna continue to fish my Ned rig jig.
That was pretty good. Oh, there's one right there.
Gotta be kidding me.
It's a little spot.
Little spotted bass. So that's the second spotted bass for the day, and the third fish for you?
That's the fourth.
That's the fourth fish for Ryan. So Ryan's got 4 fish to my 2.
On 4 different baits.
I don't want to hear all that crap.
On 4 different baits. Well, that's what the MTB Slam is all about, G.
Yeah, I know, but we got to change that a little bit. We just got to make it one big old freaking tournament between you and me.
I don't think you want that, because I think you know how it ends.
I'm okay with that too. I'm confident.
All right, so last one of the day. Let's see if this can be done. This is the bladed vibrating jig by Roadrunner, Blakemore Roadrunner. Let's see. There we go.
You got another one? Man.
It's a cookie cutter spot.
Golly.
Oh.
Well, that about does it. I'm gonna try to catch one real quick. I gotta win this thing, or at least make it close. Good grief. Awesomeness.
This is my challenge completing fish. That.
How awesome is that? That was Ryan's very first complete MTB Slam. Awesome. All right.
Guys, if you have not ordered these, check it out, because I gotta say this month's box was pretty good.
It was a good box.
It was a really good box. There was some really cool stuff in there. I like that crankbait. The jig is freaking awesome. And there's a Roadrunner vibrating jig that catches fish when you're around schooling spotted bass. So, which we all know how difficult those are to catch. So, when the bite gets tough, they got you.
Yeah, man, it was a good month. It really was a good month. So, well, we've got to take off. The sun's almost down. We have got to head to Houston, Texas tomorrow for the Bassmaster Classic Expo. We will see many of you guys there, I'm sure. And there's my fish making fun of me that I just broke off. But it's been a blast. It's been a really good MTB Slam. We are going to continue to let this little idea evolve. Next time, we're just going to have a straight up full-on knockdown drag out tournament between me and Ryan, using only what's in the box and fishing with whatever we want to fish. And it's going to be fun. So like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out on the water, go and catch some fish, and have a great day.
See you guys.